Hi everyone, welcome to Court of Corvids. My name is Jake. I hope you're all having a wonderful time. You're right there? What happened?
What happened?
You heard the same thing we did. You know what happened. I don't know what happened.
I don't
but
know
I
what happened, but I definitely heard something.
It was. I thought you would like put in a spooky sound effect that even we could hear. It's like now that we're switched to a new program, you've got us hearing shit. It's a whole new level.
I mean that's the next step, right? The next step is to make sure that you all can like. That's why we keep trying to progress. The reason why Jonas brings this up is we have switched to a new program. We're testing some stuff out tonight, so inevitably, if something goes wrong, guess what? I screwed up. But
so many hero points already.
Hey,
look at that!
Look at that! Already start with a nice round of hero points. So yes, my name is Jake. I go by he/him. I am the GM of this show. We're gonna go around and we're gonna hit our special guest last. So William and Jonas, why don't you go up next?
Hi, I'm Jonas, they, them, and I play the Chameleon Gnome Storm Druid Robin, she, her.
Hi, I'm William, they, them, and I play Remy Ashwillow, the Goblin Fighter, also they, them. Jonas and I are in a band together called Glass Beach. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Glass Beach Band. We also have our own Twitch. We have a Patreon. We have a link tree. All of that stuff is /Glass Beach Band as well. And we have a live show that's coming up on the 26th.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool.
Yeah, where we recorded a set, and it's
literally
we just got the email.
There wasn't a
we
date
just got
set,
the email,
so
yeah. But that's gonna be on the 26th, and it's gonna be really cool, and it's very fun. We had a good time recording it, and it's gonna be great. All right.
Awesome, Krug, go for it.
Hi, my name is Krug, playing Krug Claudel, the human monk.
Let's take that mic and put it about 3 inches away from your face.
Playing Krug Claudel, the human monk. Both of us, he, him. And I would like to promote Game Gorgon, which is the show that we do on our YouTube channel. That is a show where we talk about role-playing games. A lot of different role-playing games, but a lot of it is Pathfinder 2nd Edition. The next episode that we have coming out this week is going to be a very, 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 very incredibly long conversation about the Magus, which is the latest Pathfinder 2nd Edition playtest. We recorded an hour and something, 40-something minutes of just conversation about it and arguing and like trying to figure out why it is the way it is. It's pretty good. I got the footage a couple days ago. I finally got through the whole thing. It is it's a lot. It's pretty good. I'm happy with it. So get stoked for that. And that's about it.
Moss, that's you.
Hi, I'm Molly McIsaac. I'm she, her. I play Moss the Magnificent, who is also she, her. What I would like to push today is that I finally got really addicted to creating TikTok content. So go follow me there. I'm actually going to be making some Moss and Asmodeus TikToks. And my name on TikTok is Sith Seer. That's like Sith like Star Wars and Seer like a seer, S-E-E-R. I'll put it in chat too. And also, my accomplishment for the week that I have to brag about is that I managed to pre-order PlayStation 5. Okay, that's all.
All right. Those are all a bunch of different things. Last but certainly not least is our special guest, Cynthia Marie. Before you say anything, I just like to say thank you so much for joining us. I had the wonderful pleasure of meeting you when we did the Vancouver by Night charity stream, and when we were on there and we were playing together, I was like, there's no way that I can't like reach out and not ask you to be on, because you were phenomenal. It was a ton of fun, and you were like, not only were you really great on screen, but you were also phenomenally nice and kind off screen. And so I was like, I have to. There's no way I can't.
Thank you so much. It was very, very kind of you. I'm very excited to be on here. But hi, I'm Cynthia Marie. I don't know if anyone watches LA by Night, the little show that I'm on, but I play Nellie G on LA by Night. I'm also on Sirens. I play Girasol on there, and I play a bunch of other games. I'm also a podcast host on Live Action Roleplay for LARP experiences and all that jazz. I do a lot, so I'm not going to explain it all on here, but huge fantasy nerd, tabletop nerd, and first time playing Pathfinder, so this should be fun and interesting for me. But thank you so much for having me on the show. I am really excited to roleplay with all of you guys, and yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So before we get into today's episode, there is one thing I would like to bring up, and that is that we're going to be dedicating today's episode to a very close friend of Krug and myself, someone we met back when we first started before we were QueueTimes. We were a small podcast called Strange Tales from Outer Space, where myself, Krug, and our friend... Wow. Adrock. Wow, I couldn't remember what his screen name used to be.
Because he went by Doc back then, and they switched to Adrock.
Yeah, there was a time.
Yeah.
When we were in the process of doing that, we actually got to meet other podcasters that were doing podcasts about the same game, and that's when we met Avid Guru, which was an extremely kind and wonderful person. We would guest on each other's shows. He was super sweet. And a few years ago, we found out that Avid got cancer, and he fought through it. And it took him yesterday, and so we would just like to dedicate today's episode to him. Nick, I miss you greatly, and I hope your family as well. So
I'm so sorry.
It's not anyone's fault. It's a horrible situation, and cancer sucks. It can go fuck itself. So, let's get into today's episode. So, as we had left off last week, Krug, Moss, Robin, and Remy all had just finished defeating the disgusting, horrible, visceral monster demon that was literally...
Jake, that's your friend. You made that thing.
I did not make it. It was from the bestiary.
That's true. It's from the bestiary.
Okay. It's not even one
you
of the
hear that,
things I made
Paizo?
up.
You hear what he thinks about your baby?
It was one of Jason's friends.
Yeah, one of Jason's friends. So, so all of you had just defeated that, and I believe all of you had gotten into the caravan and were starting the process to heading where you believed Mia was going to be.
Indeed.
So after a little while, as you're sitting in the caravan, you hear a buzz. Who's got the kissy box?
Well, okay. Remembering, Krug has the original kissy box. We all have separate kissy boxes that are smaller that all connect to the bigger kissy box, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Krug has I believe Krug has the original kissy box.
Kissy box Prime.
I buy it.
It sounds right.
I'm okay.
It's usually Krug.
I will have the kissy box.
Krug, you feel the vibration coming from the kissy box.
And I put my palm on the kissy box, not kissing the kissy box for the record, and say, "Hello, who's this?"
Krug, is that you?
Yeah.
I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Do you want to get the group up together and I can tell them everything at the same time?
Yeah. Hey, everybody, Arturo's got to be depressing for a bit, so everybody just, if you want to hear it, come over.
Why do you say it like that?
Because the good news isn't going to be as good as the bad news is bad. We both know that, Arturo.
Well, all right.
Yeah, told you.
Yeah, I come to the back. I was up front with
Herring.
With Herring and I assume Robin. Both of us were up there. Yeah, we were just chilling with Herring, and we go back. I'm just like, okay, Herring. So scream in agony if you are attacked. Goodbye.
So all of you get around the kissy box, and Arturo begins to say, "All right. So good news is that we've got the other piece. We've got another piece of the skull."
How did you manage to get that?
Well, the other group that we had mentioned that we asked you to pick between the two, we sent someone over there to check on them to see if there was anything going on or if they're, preliminary lookout stuff. Well,
sure, yeah.
They are no longer with us.
What does that mean?
Well, they had some very strange beliefs, and they believed that there was a comet that was going by that had some sort of flying ship inside of it, and they felt that the only way that they could get on board is if their bodies left were left on this planet and their souls left to this flying ship.
Wait. So they all killed themselves?
Yeah.
Well, that's no good.
I mean, do you? I'm sure you look thoroughly, but you're sure that there is no, big boat out there in a comet? I mean, I know it sounds far-fetched, but like we do magic, anything could happen, right?
It is possible theoretically, but that's not really our concern right now. We are currently working on burying them, and we have the skull piece. That's all that matters.
Wait. Okay, so we go over here and we end up fighting, and there's a big cat man, and I throw him off a cliff, and then a big demon attacks us.
Stinky demon.
All of those things happen, and then we get our skull piece. The other person that you sent out just showed up, and they and was just like, oh no, what a tragedy! Pick up the piece.
Yep.
Wow, we chose wrong, everyone. we chose very wrong.
Yep.
So we're still trying to figure out where the final piece is going to be. I will keep you informed as I find information. But if you need anything between now and then, let me know.
Oh, I do. Everyone else can be here for this. I do need a couple of things. Have you ever heard of Mia?
I have not.
You've never heard of a Mia? Like no Mia in your life? You've never...
You can say with full confidence you don't know a single Mia? Really, Arturo?
If I did, it would be classified.
Do you know 2 hot gay farmers?
That you remember. You remember them.
Have you been snooping in my room?
Arturo. Okay, that's all actually. That's all I have.
All right.
Well, I feel like we just learned something about Arturo.
Yeah.
All right, so Arturo hangs up.
Rude. Didn't even say bye.
About the hot farmers, but that's fine.
Okay, bye, Arturo. Yeah, we learned something. Arturo has good taste. What a surprise.
Well, do you think that by snooping in his room, though, he means that they have relations?
I think he maintains a collective of hot gay farmers who wish to spend a lot of time with him in many different situations. I think he has a hot farmer commune. I think that's what we learned from that.
If I had any sort of organization, like organizational skills, sort of in the way that Arturo did, I would definitely be collecting hot gay farmers.
Yeah,
that would be the first thing I would do.
I mean, isn't that the dream, right?
What you want around,
Yes.
So are you all chill about me going and saying hi to this Mia person?
Well, I mean, if the hot gay farmers told us to talk to her.
Yeah, I mean, that's trustworthy type. I mean, of course, babe. I mean, it's important. And
is anybody else nervous? I'm not. I'm just wondering if anybody else is nervous.
Not more than my usual base level. So yeah.
I mean, she sounds like somebody that's trying to do good. And I don't know if there's any reason to be afraid of that.
Wait, we're getting an echo?
Also, what is happening with Krug's box? It is over Jake's face.
What?
It's on the...
Oh, okay.
Wow, now Krug's gone.
I'm working on it!
All right. How's chat? How's everyone doing? I'm sure some of you are here specifically because of Cynthia here, so thanks for joining us. I want to get that out there really quick. I want to also say to the returning viewers of Court of Court.
No. It's not. It's because of me. I am doing all of the things at the same time, all very awkwardly and strange. But they should have audio now. For some reason, so okay, again, like I said, we are testing out a new system, and for some reason, the thing that fixes everyone's cameras to prevent them from bouncing all over the place, did not work for Krug, and so Krug was literally bouncing in and out, and so I am just trying to fix that.
Krug doesn't exist anymore.
What a bouncy fellow. But by the way, all I said to the returning viewers of Court of Corvids, as you're all saying it did go silent, was that I did in fact cut my own hair, and I did a quick old buzz on my head. But I didn't do it all the same length. I think you'll all be very proud of me. I used 3 different lengths.
Why
I did a 1, a 2, and a 3. I'm just filling space.
You did a fade.
I did a little bit of a fade.
That's
I did
impressive.
the lower sides of the side and the back are all one, and then I went up to a 2 as I approached the top of my
so
head.
So after a little while down the road, if you want to continue the scene where you are all
let's continue seeing. So then when I got to the top of my head, I took the sword and I just left a little bit more length on the top. Yeah. Anyway,
and you did this all with a sword? I mean, that's truly impressive.
I mean, it's only
right?
4 hairs, so it's still a feat. It's still a feat, but it's not. It's not. Don't try it yourself. Is what I'm saying. You've got a lot more to deal with.
Well, I would never cut my hair. I've been growing it my whole life, and very few have glorious natural blue hair like this.
So,
does anybody remember what Mia looks like? Did we get the description?
Nope. So,
how are we going to find this person?
Mia, you and what remains of the small group of people that you've been working with are currently camped out. You're pretty beaten from the last fight that all of you had. You're pretty sure that you clipped the dragon pretty good and have done a bunch of damage to it, but it managed to get away from all of you. And you have an inkling of where it might be hiding out, but you know that you and your men will not be able to fight them alone.
That is unfortunate.
You look around your group and you can see that they're all licking their wounds. You're trying to make sure everyone's taken care of as much as humanly possible. As you start to hear a caravan going down the road with a very obnoxious voice, just talking constantly, nonstop, talking about using a sword to cut their hair, and they're heading like right off to the side of you.
Interesting. I am going to walk in their direction. I'm going to be holding my javelin just in case.
Sure. You all see a woman in... Are you taking your shield as well?
Yes.
You see a woman come out of the tree line wearing full plate, a javelin, and a large shield on her side as she walks out into the center of the road. Herring immediately stops.
We might have trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke my little head out. Like, oh, hello. Please get out of the road. We don't want to run you over.
You do not tell me what to do. I tell you what to do. Now you get out of your vehicle now.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, Moss, talk to them.
Yeah, Moss, you take care of this. Talk
this
to
is Moss. Moss is going to talk to you. You're going to talk to Moss.
Moss is magnificent. You probably heard of her.
I'm going
to. First of all, you clearly have no idea who I am, and second of all, this is my caravan, and I am royalty. And if you think that you are going to get royalty out of their caravan, you have another thing coming. I'm a very powerful magic user, and my friends here also. We just defeated a demon. So if you think that you can get us out of this caravan, you are sorely mistaken, my friend.
Tell her I'm very strong. Say I'm very strong.
Remy here is very strong.
Oh, you pointy-eared people. You're quite funny. I'm going to throw my javelin at them.
Okay. Are you trying to hit them, or are you just trying to, like a warning shot?
It's a warning shot.
Okay. I am more than my ears, thank you very much.
So do me a favor, roll me a d20 and add 12 to it.
Yes.
I like how we're all of different ancestries, but 3 of the 4 of us have pointy ears.
Well, Krug doesn't point.
What am I adding?
You're adding 12.
What am I adding to it? Okay. 28.
You stick the javelin right between Remy and Herring, who is the driver, which is a kobold, and it lands right between them, like basically right at
Herring's a goblin.
Goblin. I'm sorry. Right at Moss's feet.
And you are royalty? Why don't you come back out here and fight me?
I am royalty, and you are not worth my time.
You missed.
I won't miss again.
Well, we'll see if you get your javelin back. And Remy's going to try and pull it out of it.
I want to help Remy with that.
Roll me an athletics check to see.
Oh, I've never wanted to fail a roll more in my life. Oh,
Great.
baby! Okay, 17, I think. Oh, wait, nope. I'm adding the wrong thing. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. No. Oh, no.
17 sounds right.
Yeah, I think it's 17,
Okay.
actually. Yeah, we're good.
So you grab at it, and it takes you a little bit of effort, but you're able to pull it out. At this point, Krug, you're in the caravan, and you can hear this.
I want to poke my head out. What's going on out there?
You poke your head out, and you see a person in complete full plate.
I can't tell. Are we under attack, or is this like a checkpoint? What's going on here?
Well, I don't know. The javelin came flying into the caravan. You think we're under attack, Krug?
I mean, I guess we are. I'm going to hop down and try to take the javelin from Remy.
I mean, Remy, do you give it to him?
You can have it. You're fine.
And then I throw it back.
All right, roll it. It's just dexterity. And your proficiency.
What?
Are you doing like an attack throw or like a toss? Like, here's your thing back.
No, this is an attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
cool,
yeah,
cool.
I want to know why you're attacking us in the first place.
Because we didn't get out of the caravan when she said so.
Yeah.
That was in character.
I'm sorry.
And honestly, you have no idea what you're leading yourself into. There's a dragon around here.
Oh, we can take a dragon. We just took a demon.
No, sorry. I don't think we could take a dragon, actually, strong as we are. Thank you. Good tip. We'll be on our way.
And here's the thing. Remy, Robin, Moss, and Krug, none of you have ever seen a dragon. You've only ever heard of dragons before. And they died off centuries before this. Dragons never existed in the world that you've ever experienced. So this is a new thing. Krug, what is your role?
That's a natural one, Big Buddy.
So you grab this javelin, and you as a monk, you're like, I can handle this, and you reach back and you throw it. I believe the javelin literally hits the ground and slides to her feet, and it just touches the tip of her toe.
And I look over at Remy and say, I thought you said throw with the shoulder. I threw with the shoulder. You saw what happened right now?
Well, no, I mean, like, I normal circumstances, yes, you throw it with your shoulder, and you did do that right now, but you threw with just your shoulder, man. you didn't throw with any other part of your body, and now you gave her weapon back.
Remy, do me a favor and roll me a perception.
Did you say perception or deception?
Perception.
Okay, cool.
Neither one.
I said perception, didn't I?
Oh, I thought you said deception or
preception. That's going to be a 26, friend.
So you see that there are 2 more javelins on her back, and there is a large leopard-themed machete on her side.
That looks pretty cool.
So I can sit here all day and throw javelins with you, or you can get out and I can take you to my group and I can explain what is going on.
Can we bring our caravan?
Can you be discreet?
We're pretty good at being discreet, actually. Yeah.
I'm quite discreet. I don't know if there's anyone more discreet than me, honestly.
We can be discreet.
Mia, without even needing to roll a perception, just based off of passive perception, you know that is the biggest, boldest lie that you've heard in a very long time. Remy is far from discreet. In fact, Remy is the annoying voice that you could hear talking about a sword cutting their hair.
I see. So as discreet as giving yourself a haircut with a sword.
Oh, you noticed. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I do a very good job with my hair. I do it in like 3 sections. So I start like short at the bottom, and then as I work my way, how did you know I had longer hair before? This is a past and the present and the future seer.
Remy, we were right here talking about it.
You were also
top of your I was whispering in the caravan.
A Remy whisper, I'll give you that.
What is a Remy whisper?
A Remy whisper, a little bit like this.
Oh, that just sounds like yelling.
Yeah.
I also just need to say, that as much as I would love to be discreet, everyone knows who I am. I'm quite famous, so it's kind of impossible.
Mia, you have never heard of her.
And what is your name?
Moth the Magnificent, of course. Of course, you already knew that.
Okay.
Not a clue. I'm sorry, and I apologize, but there's not many people around here, as you can tell.
Well, then I will have to fix that, because I'm sure that one of you has heard of me and just hasn't shared my work with you yet, and that's quite all right. I can be an obscure artist in some regions.
Okay, if you say so.
I think if the group is cool with it, I suppose we can come talk to your people. If there's danger around here, we should know about it. But we do need to be on our way pretty quickly. So, not to disrespect you, but as quickly as we can make it.
Pretty sure I told you about the danger. Dragon.
You said dragon. When you say dragon, do you mean like dragons aren't really around anymore? Is this like a new thing that we're calling a dragon?
Dragons aren't really around. You think that I would be joking with you? Do I look like somebody who would be joking with you?
You really don't know.
You kind of look like a joker.
You think she looks like a joker?
I think so. I think anyone has the capacity for humor.
I suppose. I would not assume you to be one to joke about something as dire as a dragon. No, I suppose. I thought maybe not joking, but more mistaken. But now I realize that might be more offensive. So no, you're right. There's a dragon. Please tell us more.
Well, why don't you come back to my group and I'll tell you more?
Well, don't you come into our caravan and you tell us more?
Because I don't trust your caravan?
Well, because I don't trust your people. So.
Well, then we are at an impasse here. That is interesting.
Listen.
Yes, that is no. Hey, Crook, hold on. Wait 1 moment. We are at an impasse. You can't fix an impasse by intruding. Hold on. Yeah, we're at an impasse. What of it? Huh?
Well, see. I could use your help if you wouldn't mind coming back to my people. See, we injured the dragon not too long ago, and my people are not fit enough to take on the dragon. So, if you are mighty warriors like you say you are, perhaps you can help.
And as you say that, you see that the caravan lifts just a tiny bit as a extremely tall, muscular elf steps out of the back holding a giant hammer on the back of his shoulder, and he walks out from the back and he goes, it seems like we're having a little bit of an issue here. I believe we're just trying to pass through here.
I see. Who are you on your way to meet?
Remy.
Who
are we meeting?
The Mia. We're looking for a Mia. Do you know Mia and or 2 really hot gay farmers?
I don't know what you mean by 2 hot gay farmers, but I do know who Mia is.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Wait.
Is Mia the dragon? Because that would be a circumstance that I would not be prepared for.
No, Mia is not the dragon.
Oh, okay. All right. I feel better about that now. No, okay. So if you know Mia, I mean, this is great, right?
Yeah. Is Mia back with your group?
Yes.
Okay, this is great. Okay, this has all been a huge misunderstanding. No, we want to go to your group. Yes, actually, thank you. It's good that you're meeting us here because this is where we wanted to be anyway.
Okay. Wow, this is very good. This is I don't know if you know how good this is for us because we don't know. We didn't know what Mia looked like.
We don't know who
We
Mia
don't.
is,
We
what
didn't
she
know
looks
where
like,
she
or
was
where we might find
exactly
her.
or anything like
And
that.
then you very aggressively, I'll say, but yeah, you tell us where Mia is and okay.
Why are you looking for Mia?
Because
God, right?
something about was it that? Was that the reason?
I think it's God. I don't know. It's really your thing.
I was told to go. Oh, okay. So the hotkey farmers, one of them had a machete with a Hold on. Wait a minute. Remy's playing a little, connect the dots here. You have a machete with a jaguar on it. This is all a trap. You killed the hotkey farmers and you got ahead of us so you could ambush us. And Remy gets their bastard sword out from the caravan.
The hotkey farmer dead?
That's what you pieced together here?
I can't believe you killed them. You're heartless. They were so kind and friendly and hot.
Can I sense motive on the person standing in the middle of the road to see if they have like any hostile intentions?
Yeah, roll perception.
At all?
Yeah. I'll do the same, but I really don't think so. 26. I don't think William thinks so either.
Yeah, I got a 25.
Also,
yes, Moss.
Under her breath, Moss is muttering, knows who Mia is, but not Moss the Magnificent. I see how it is.
So you can tell that this person that's standing in the middle of the road, you do not fuck with them. Like, if you mess with them, they will kill you, like, without a hesitation. Sure. But their intention is not to hurt you, but you know that if it was, you would probably already be dead.
Remy, listen, this person, and I'm sorry, we don't know your name.
It's okay, I haven't given it yet, and I'll give it to you soon, I promise.
Fair enough. Remy, this person threw a spear at all four of us by themselves. Either they are incredibly stupid or incredibly confident, and I don't want to roll the dice that it's the latter. Why don't we just hear them out? Just for a little bit?
It's
and
like,
if it turns out that they're not on the up and up, we can just leave.
If you're right and they attack, you'll just kill them. You know you will. You're very strong.
It is like you don't even remember. It's like you don't even remember. It's like you don't even remember. Hold on. No, I'll get it. It's like you don't even remember. It's like, I can't believe you. You don't even remember.
Yeah.
The other one was...
Ma.
You're tarnishing their memory by not... Okay, fine.
Can we be starting to like walk as Remy's like caught in this?
All right.
Just, like...
Okay. I would. And Remy sheathes the bastard sword and is like, okay, yeah, and that's moving forward. Remy's just trying to figure out what their names were.
Yeah, like literally as you walk into camp, you're like, Kevin and Mike. So Mia takes you into a small campsite. There's a small fire in the center. There are a few tents around, but you all notice that everyone that's in there that is halfway healthy is taking care of injured and wounded.
This is all dragon attack wounds, or do you have a lot of missions going on around here?
No, this is all the dragon.
Okay. Could you use a hand while I'm here? I mean, I don't know how immediate our pressing business is. I just I see people hurt and I want to help. Is the time for that?
Yes, I could also help.
Is that what you do? You heal people?
I heal some. I hurt others, depending on the needs.
Well, I don't want you to hurt anybody.
No. I won't be hurting these people. They've been hurt enough, and they seem to want to do no harm. So, no. I hurt those who would do more harm if I didn't. But these, no. This is a healing time for sure.
I mean, you're not summoning undead or anything, right?
You're not.
I don't have much money to pay, but if you're willing to help my people, I would be ever so gracious.
Yeah, willing and compelled. I'll be right with everyone. I'll do rounds.
Okay, which one of you is the Mia?
And they like a bunch of people like that like, as you say that, they all kind of look really confused by what you're saying since you walked in with Mia. They all just kind of like.
Okay, it's like you've never seen a goblin before. Okay, all right, soak it in. Or unless you are looking at my very good haircut, which I did do myself. I did it with my sword. But I am looking for Mia. I was told to find Mia by two hot gay farmers named Kevin and Mike. Perhaps you all have heard of them or seen them.
I know who Mike is.
Oh, okay, great. So you're the one who knows everyone. Okay, you know Mia, you know Mike.
That is because I am Mia.
Plot twist.
Okay. Oh.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you. What is your names?
You're Mia?
I am Mia. Apparently you've heard of me. And I look over at Moss.
No, I've never heard of you before. I frankly forgot your name.
My name's Robin. And yeah, a couple hot gay farmer friends of ours directed us your way. Remy is maybe one of you?
I am Remy Ashwillow.
My name is. I'm terribly sorry for throwing a spear at you. Also, Krug.
No, you don't have to be sorry about that, Krug. It looked like you were just giving it back.
Oh, well, that's not very nice, but all right.
Apology accepted. Yeah.
Right. You're like. Uh-huh.
Okay. Sorry. No. Yes, you are. You are. Apparently, people can't hear Jake.
Gay,
so yeah.
But it doesn't phase you or.
I can hear you through Skype, but
we're talking about two gay farmers.
Yeah.
It literally.
Here,
was
you
just
talk
like,
for a little while. You say all of our lines, and we'll see if people can hear you.
Very quiet.
Interesting.
Say the last thing you said about Mike.
They can hear me. I'm just very quiet.
Being gay. I think that wasn't
which
caught.
I can change by doing this.
I still can.
Anyways, see, new thing.
It says Jake the Silent,
trying
still
to test
silent.
Stuff. It's all terrible.
The big delay from Jake.
We're hearing him like 30 minutes lag, and then super quiet.
Someone else is saying the same thing, but 30 seconds ago.
Oh, 30
seconds.
Okay.
I've seen 30 minutes twice, 30 seconds once. 10 second delay.
Anything?
So yeah, I mean, who knows exactly how much, but there's a big delay.
Massive delay.
From Jake.
That's... Of course. Yeah.
Huh.
Is it the correct source?
Wow, that's interesting. Because I'm literally watching the audio over here, and it sounds fine. Like I can see it.
Technology is delightful.
Interesting. It says GM, and it's bouncing as I'm bouncing. That's so weird. The other thing that's really weird is I just tried to get audio from the stream, and I can't hear anything. Well, I don't think this program is working out the way we want it to work. That's exciting.
And then we'll respond to that. Here we go.
All right, well,
1, 2,
why don't you guys have a
3.
scene while I'm
just
working
kidding.
on this?
Okay.
So you've
so
just
found out
that
Mia
Mia
is
is
Mia.
Mia. Go for it.
Okay. No, I'm sorry, Mia. I did not mean to, It'd be so rude when we first saw each other. That is a my bad. That's a my bad. That's a bad that is on me. Hello,
Well, Remy,
What?
she threw a spear at us first.
Well, yes, but
With a javelin, right?
yeah, it was a javelin.
From what I remember, I actually asked you to get out first.
It was. I will say. I have to say, you did not ask. It was a demand, and I mean, I'm sure you understand. Many people don't take to demands nicely sometimes.
I'm crew now.
I guess this is semantics.
Well, suppose. Yeah. I mean, look, I won't claim to be an expert on society. I just, it's maybe we could all learn something from it if we all just approach situations, low tension before it has to get high. Maybe that would help. I don't know.
Well, my tension would be a lot lower if a dragon wasn't actually still around.
Understandable. Can you tell us anything about this dragon? Because I'm very curious. You understand why it's hard for me to believe. I mean, I think I've paid attention to the Earth's creatures pretty closely.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is a black dragon. It is quite big. We were able to injure it enough that it is in the area, and I'm sure that it is wounded enough that a small party such as yourselves and perhaps me showing you where might be able to finish it.
I don't know much about dragons, but
they are ruthless.
What exactly is the benefit of killing it?
did it do something to you? It sounds like you're trying to. I mean, judging by the work that it did on your people, it sounds like this is like a last ditch effort. Like, why else would you be hunting if it's this powerful? What did it?
What did it do?
Yeah.
You see, I used to be barkeep, but a dragon ravaged my entire town and decimated almost everybody. So dragons should not exist right now.
This dragon did that?
A dragon.
What did this dragon do?
It's been ravaging towns.
That's bad. I mean, people do that.
Yeah, so we should stop them too.
Yeah, but
What
is with the 2 degrees? Come on, everyone.
Pardon me. First of all, it's hard for me to believe and then accept that this creature that I've heard has been extinct for millions of generations. It's just around. But also, if it is, I'm sorry, it's a hard sell for me to imagine killing such a creature. I'm leaning much more towards the side of preservation, if possible. I mean, this has got to be an astounding creature, right?
Mia, very specifically, if this is a group of people that have never heard of dragons before, the thing is that chromatic dragons are inherently evil creatures.
Excellent.
And
so what is why are we hunting
black
these dragons?
and
you've never heard of a dragon, correct?
Well, we've heard of dragons, but
they
in stories. I've never seen a dragon.
Of,
I've never met anyone that's met a dragon.
And so that might be information.
It's more like a fairy tale than anything to me.
So dragons have different temperament and demeanors. They all tend to create destruction. However, a black dragon is the most sadistic out of all of them. They take pleasure in killing everything in sight.
But why?
I don't know. I don't study the psychology of a dragon.
I mean, I guess you could ask the same question about a demon then, right? Like, why? But at a certain point, it doesn't even matter.
You follow the same... Do you follow the Jaguar woman?
I do. And I pull out my machete.
And I have to assume that the Jaguar woman is on board with this, as if not in charge of this dragon hunting operation.
Yes, I do this in her name.
Okay.
Oh, does she talk to you and like no one else can hear it?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Oh, okay. See, I thought that was only me because I also followed the Jaguar Lady, and I talked to her once. I was on a boat. Have you ever been on a boat before?
It's up to you.
One time.
One time, me too.
Were the frog people on the boat? Big pirate hat on one of them, big coat.
No, they just look like normal people.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, different
No,
boat.
fair
then.
enough.
You're
Different
lucky.
boat,
Consider
different-
yourself lucky for sure.
So anyway, I was on this boat, and then I went to sleep. I woke up, and suddenly there was a jaguar, and it was leading me to the Jaguar Lady, and she said, "What is up?" And I said, "Hello." And then she told me like, "Oh, I'm giving you a gift, and also you're so cool and strong that I want you to, do stuff for me." And I was like, "Cool, I will do that." So did something like that happen for you, or
No, Mia takes a knee. I am honored to be talking to somebody who has talked to our patron.
I'm assuming we're eye level now.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, no, yeah, of course. I mean, it is an honor to, I'm anyone who is a friend of the gay farmers is a friend of mine. So I will gladly help you to, fight a dragon, even though I don't know really what that looks like. I've sort of heard like they're just big lizards with wings and stuff.
If the songs are true, they're terrifying creatures for sure.
No, they sound really horrific.
All of that is accurate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will say, if this one, I have met creatures who just thrive on evil deeds. I am familiar with this, and if you say, as a follower of the Jaguar Lady, that this dragon is one of those, I will take your word and I can trust you on that. It will be hard for me, but I will help you slay this dragon.
I appreciate it.
I do have a question, really quick, for you, Mia.
Hmm.
Do you know why Mike would tell me to come and meet you? I know that it has something to do with the Jaguar Lady. Speaking of which, do you remember her name?
Yes. Do you not remember her name?
I don't remember her.
I have only met her once.
It's true, yeah.
And when I did meet her, she did not tell me what her name was. I think I learned it from Most Magnificent actually told me at one point, I think.
I think Mike said it too, but I've forgotten to. I mean, I've got my own god's name in my head. So.
Okay, Kevin, Mike.
Is it a J? Is it a J name?
No.
Jaguar.
But how about this? We go and fight the dragon bravely, and if you succeed, I will tell you about our patron.
Oh, okay. No, that sounds great. I would love to learn more about our patron. I mean, really, meeting her in person, pretty amazing. She has like a jaguar like over her shoulder, like some sort of a scarf. It's alive though. It's not like a fur. It's a live jaguar.
I am green with Abby.
Okay, also we're not off.
Hey, maybe this works. I'm not sure. I'm
Always
just going to
has.
stand here and talk for a little bit until someone tells me differently. Hey. All right. So I can see everyone. I can see my voice bouncing. We're just going to start this off. So as we had left off, someone has to refresh me because I was in the midst of.
We're gonna fight a dragon.
We just agreed. We just agreed to help, and the terms were we help, and Mia will tell Remy about our god.
Our patron, as she says.
By the way, out of character, Kazootl, everybody.
I know.
I'm just making sure because everybody convinced me that nobody remembers the name,
Well,
and I don't know
okay.
if it's actually the case.
Usually I do. I really forget it, but after the past couple times of forgetting it, now I just know it. But just because I know it doesn't mean Remy does. You know.
Yeah, of course.
Ah,
Good
yes.
right there.
Yeah.
Also, as of right now, you all have 5, 6, 7, 8 spare hero points to use throughout the day. I know we have been talking a lot, so
okay. Well, let's go find that dragon right
Cynthia,
now.
a hero point, basically, you can use a hero point. Everyone starts with one at the very beginning of a session, and you can basically re-roll any d20 dice that you want. And you basically use your hero point to subjugate that. And sometimes our wonderful, wonderful audience donates and gives everyone some additional hero points. So the party, including yourself today, will have a total of 8
extra.
A pool of 8 to pull from
Cool.
for hero points. So feel free if you screw up to use it.
Duly noted.
And of course,
right.
my really crappy headphones have died again. Anyways,
No.
I am having one hell of a night. Anyways,
What planet is in retrograde right now?
I don't know, Earth. Anyways,
I hope it's not Mercury.
you know what it is? It's because I'm wearing my new Cthulhu t-shirt, I got my little
you
Cthulhu pin,
cursed.
and I'm
Yeah.
wearing a goat head instead of my Cthulhu. So
Yeah, the problem, Cthulhu is not pleased that you're mixing representation on your apparel here.
Oh, that's great.
yeah. All right. So let's go from there. Yeah. So Mia, you know that the dragon is in the area, but you aren't. You will have to do some hunting for this dragon to be able to discover where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that your men currently, if they get caught out by themselves, they'll just get taken out. In fact, the main thing that's hurting people, Robin, if you will, roll me a medicine check as you're going around doing your rounds.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. Originally, it was to see if this is a real dragon, but I kind of just believe her now. I think I'm going to use a hero point because I rolled a 2 on medicine, which is kind of my thing. So yeah, I'm gonna use my first hero point here. That's better. That is, I believe, I think it's 22.
Okay, yeah. If it's over 15,
it's for sure over 15. Yeah.
As you're like starting to just take a look at these wounds, you can tell that most of these wounds are acidic damage. Like it is like stuff that has corroded and is starting to eat away at flesh. Now you personally don't know anything about dragons, but if you would like to roll me a knowledge nature, or and this goes for anyone else, a knowledge arcana or a knowledge nature to gain any sort of additional information about dragons or black dragons specifically.
I would look for black dragons specifically, and I would love to use nature. I'm actually an expert in that now. I decided to do that instead of becoming trained in deception.
Can I roll religion specifically to see if, like, in any religious texts, a dragon has been a villain? Just basically to, like, to confirm that they are evil.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
There's an old text called The Hobbit, where there was this big.
Yes, The Hobbit. Can I roll underworld lore?
Sure.
Black dragons are a crime syndicate operating.
You can roll anything that has this. You can roll anything you want, but I will give you something. I will give you different information, and the difficulties will be based off of what you choose. So, Robin, we'll start with you. Yeah. What did you roll, and what set of knowledge did you roll?
I rolled a 26 nature.
You're going to need to repeat that for me because my headset died again.
26 nature.
26 nature. So what Mia has told you thus far is true. Black dragons are very sadistic, evil creatures. They find pleasure in hurting other people.
Okay. Do I know of any weaknesses that they have? Clearly, there's an acidic. Oh no. Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Do I know of any weaknesses they have? And I mean, clearly they have like a proficiency with acidic. Like they seem to have a natural like acid that they can like inject into people or spit at them. Do they have any weaknesses?
So there is no inherent weaknesses, but there is inherent immunities. You can kind of justify that if this creature is able to do acidic damage, it can clearly is probably not weak to it.
Cool. Yeah, if it can be hurt by acid, it's not as much as just a regular blade. Can I? How big do I think a dragon that would leave these marks might be?
You don't know.
Okay. Cool.
And Remy, what'd you roll?
I rolled performance 19 to just like pretend, like seem like I'm also contributing.
That's the best thing ever.
Just thinking real hard, but not actually thinking real hard. You want to look like you're.
I'm gonna look like I'm thinking really hard, and then I'm gonna every once in a while I'm gonna be like, huh. Oh yeah, no, yeah. When people say their smart stuff, I'm gonna go, oh yes, of course, like from the book, yeah.
Okay. What about you, Krug? You said religion, right?
Yeah, I got 23 on religion.
23. There are religions that use dragons across the board, both good and evil. And you have that any dragon that is used chromatic colors, aka not chromatic.
Yeah, chromatic.
Chromatic.
Metallic. Metallic.
Yeah,
and
chromatic. So like black, red, green, what are usually evil versus metallic, which are usually good.
Like, and by usually, is that like, oh, we could probably just kill this and not feel bad about it, like that much usually? Or is it like, oh, it's like 70% chance that it's an evil dragon?
I would say due to the fact that you've never experienced this, and this is just based off of religion, you don't know. You just know that the religions that worship chromatic dragons are evil religions.
Okay, fair enough.
And that there aren't any good or neutral religions that worship chromatic dragons.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the bad ones, the good ones. The chromatic, the other ones. Yes, of course.
Moss, did you want to roll anything?
Yeah, I wanted because I spent a lot of time reading as a young street urchin. I want to know if I have anything with probably, I don't know, probably not occultism, but maybe like society, something to do with like the probability of these dragons and like what they mean to the world.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, that is 22.
For the podcast listeners, Jacob hilariously left his seat and then went behind the curtain and then said the last thing that he said from behind the curtain. That's why we
left. The man behind the curtain is very Wizard of Oz in here.
With a 22. What'd you roll again? Sorry.
I rolled society. I rolled society.
Yeah, so with a 22, yeah, it's not. You get kind of the same sort of information you got from what Krug got, which is that groups or organizations that worship them aren't ever good.
I guess
okay,
I was looking for headphones, by the way.
Yeah, Moss.
I guess I'm kind of like asking though, like, what would the societal implications of dragons coming back be?
So what you assume with that information is that because the society that you came from, very specifically being stuck in that bubble, that there were no dragons there. Dragons may have never left this land.
Okay. All right.
Makes sense.
That's basically what I wanted to know. Like if it was a unique to us sort of thing, or if it was like a global situation.
Okay.
Huh.
So, as everyone's kind of discussing, Mia, you notice that Robin is walking around and is in fact making attempts to patch and heal away as many of the injured as she possibly can. And she is in fact not hurting anyone. Robin, roll me 3 medicine checks for me, please.
Alrighty then.
Okay, you spoke a little too soon. Robin might end up hurting some people.
I'm pretty sure Robin's high medicine check will not. I'm just that confident in it.
Yeah, that's a 17 for the first one. Oh no, it's a 7. Oh, sorry, it was 27 the first one, 17 the second one.
Okay.
And then the third one is 18.
Okay, yeah. So all of them are over 15. So you managed to, in fact, make medicine checks that were higher than 15. So you're able to heal each one of the people that were there. But yes, Mia, you know that if you leave your people here, you need to be confirmed about where the dragon's den is.
Are any of you good at scouting locations?
Yeah, that's one of my other things. Once I'm out of bandages here, I can take a look around. I can scout. Yeah, got good eyes, nose, and all that.
Anybody else?
No.
I mean, I can be sneaky, but not as sneaky as Robin by any means.
Do you have good hands
Depends what you mean by good, I guess.
to fight?
Oh, yeah. Just not with those, and I point to one of the javelins.
Evidently. I propose that perhaps if you don't mind, we as a small party go find where the dragon is at, bring back information, and then we go fight.
Yeah.
Information's right up my alley. Let's do it.
I think that if we're going to the dragon to, like, not fight it the first time, maybe I shouldn't go along?
Probably a good idea. Not fighting isn't really a strong suit.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty bad at not fighting.
It's true.
Unless you need me to lie. I think I'm pretty good at lying. And also, I do a nice little dance.
You can yell, too.
Like to see that dance.
Well, I think perhaps Robin could talk to it. I mean, Robin, could you talk to the dragon?
That's a good question.
Didn't we confirm this thing is evil?
Yeah, well, right.
Did we try to talk to the demon?
I think so. Did anyone try talking to the demon?
No one tried talking to the demon. We
No, I don't
walked
think
in, the
anybody
demon
tried
trying to
talking to
kill
the
us. Okay.
Here's the thing. I might never see a dragon again in my life. I would like the opportunity to try talking to it. I don't know that I can. I mean, what do dragons speak? I suppose Draconic of some kind.
Okay, if you're actually going to like show up to the dragon's den and try to talk to it, like I thought you were all going to be sneaky and like get in, get out without it knowing. But if you're going in with the sole purpose of like I'm getting information and also letting it know that we are there,
No.
then maybe I should.
I don't think that's. I mean, that was never my plan. I was thinking we go scout, figure out where it is. But when it comes time to fight, I would like to try talking first before talking is off the table.
Oh, I see. So you're not doing it this time.
No.
Oh, okay. Heavens, I should stay here then.
Okay, but can we agree that if we start to fight the dragon when we start to fight the dragon, and it doesn't give us the opportunity to talk to it, that we can just start fighting it?
Of course. All I'm saying is I would like to try.
All right.
And I do not expect it to go well. But when it goes poorly, I expect that we will all be able to handle it. As long as it doesn't know we're coming, which, of course, yes, is why we're being sneaky now.
Okay, all right.
I mean, if
think
we
we're on
got
the
the
same
drop
page.
on it, though, that would probably give us a better chance of, taking out the dragon. Aren't dragons supposed to be, like, super strong or something?
Yes, this one is actually wounded at this point, so it's not as strong as one might think.
Oh, okay. Well, look, we'll get more information when we find its home or whatever. But we can do both things. I can go in alone. I mean, we've done things like this before. I will talk to it, and you can all be ready just with the element of surprise, and you can get the drop, and then I'll just run back and start shooting lightning at it. I do lightning too, by the way. It's one of my other things. But yeah, I mean, that could work, right? We try both things.
Well, I don't know. What if the dragon is so fast and so strong that you don't get the chance to get back to all of us? I just feel like, in other instances, our plans worked because they were, not dragons.
Well, this is a wounded dragon, and I mean, we'll be close. Here's the thing. We can't really know for sure until we know where we're going to find it, and what sort of space we're dealing with.
Here, I have an idea. Oh, go ahead.
Truly, I'm wondering why we're even doing this. It's not part of our mission, so why should we bother?
I want to learn about.
Yeah, what, babe?
Oh, it's right there.
That's why we're doing it.
The Jaguar Lady. I want to learn about the Jaguar Lady.
If we fight the dragon, then Mia here will tell Remy all about the Jaguar Lady.
All right. Well, if it is in service to your god, I suppose I can understand that. I'm sure you're just as inclined towards your god as I am to mine. Perhaps not in the same ways, but
No, it's all
Also,
set.
honestly, I don't think anybody's inclined as you are to anything.
What ways are you inclined to your god?
oh well,
Krug in the background.
we have a certain attraction. We have an understanding. Our souls connect in a very deep way.
It seems like they want to have sex.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
It's much deeper than that, Remy.
But
A
you
very-
you have
a
to admit,
very
there is a sexual level
deep-
to the tension
A
between
very
you and your
deep
deity.
sex.
Well, we're Scott.
Scott is actually over talking to some of the injured.
All right, listen. Yes, there is a sexual aspect, but I am loyal to Scott. But he is my god. So if he were to ask me, like, who would I be to say no?
Oh, sorry, but you want to, though, right?
I mean, it is my god. I will do what my god wills.
So Mia's a bit uncomfortable and actually just starts walking away.
Yeah, Krug walks over to Scott.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'll just stay here then.
Yeah, it's a good
I'll
idea,
just-
babe. And just yell if anything bad happens. We'll hear you.
Okay, cool. I'm very loud as well as strong, so.
So who all is planning on going out and doing searching? So Mia, Krug, and Robin, right? Moss
Yeah.
and Remy are staying. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
I also, before we left, I wanted to ask Scott if he learned anything about the dragon. You said he was talking to all the injured.
Yeah, he's so you walk over to Scott and he's in the middle of a conversation and he looks over, he goes, "What's up, Krug? What's happening?"
I don't know exactly what it is you're talking about, but do you happen to learn anything about what we're up against here?
Yeah, it looks like you're about to come across an adult black dragon.
An adult black dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You know how big it is?
Large.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. A couple of us are going to go out and scout, try and see where it is, and get like confirmation on its location. Just so you know. It's
Okay.
probably not the best place for you to be, because. Anyways, all right.
I'm
have fun.
gonna stay here,
Yeah.
just in case any of these people need protecting, because
Appreciate it.
they can't defend themselves.
No, and you definitely can. And Krug looks over at the hammer. Good luck. And he walks away.
So, Mia, Krug, and Robin, the three of you meet up. Who would like to start rolling to see if they can determine what direction this was?
We're tracking this thing.
I have an 11 survival and I have a where's my perception? And a 13 perception. Does anyone have better modifiers than that?
I might if I can find it.
You have an 11 perception and 11 survival.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
I see
I mean,
that.
we can take turns on survival, and it'll be the same basically.
Mhm.
Roll first. I roll a lot on this show.
Jake, what am I rolling?
A d20 and add 11.
I'll take the next one if there is one.
20, that's 23.
23.
Yeah.
So you kind of look around and you know where the fight that occurred last. So you kind of look around and gauge your surroundings and start heading towards the direction in which the last fight was at, because that's the best way for you to be able to discover where this was at. You trek through the tree line for about an hour before you get to a clearing. Robin and Krug, both of you can see that there was a huge fight here. And there are massive footprints in the ground. Mia, at the end of the combat, when the two of you, the groups of you were fighting, you were able to throw a spear last minute and clip its wing. And so you saw the dragon start to fly off. And as you threw your spear and pierced it, it started to go down in a direction, basically making it unable to fly, at least for now. You are able to point in the direction that it's in, or that it went, and you know that wherever it landed, it's going to leave some footprints. So you're able to turn around and look around and be like, okay, we were here. I recognize those trees. I recognize those trees. The sun was probably about here. It went that direction. And you're able to point what direction the dragon had originally went.
Can I... has this area, like, I guess before Mia and the other survivors, like, left, has this area, like, been pretty looked over as far as if anything, like, important was dropped? I know dragons they don't keep their horde with them, but, like, any fighters who had things fall out or anything, I'm wondering if it's worth searching the area or if that's been done.
It hasn't been done, and you can definitely search this area to try and gain any additional information if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that too.
So, all right, 29.
A 29, all right. And that's perception?
Perception, yeah.
Can I do warfare lore instead, just to see if I can get any idea of like how the dragon fights before we go into it?
That's great.
Okay, so if it's warfare, I actually don't remember that number. Give me 1 second.
And Cynthia, if you would like to roll anything to gain any addition, because you left pretty hastily. So if you would like to roll anything, key ones would be perception or another survival would also be a good number for you to roll.
I got 22 for warfare.
22.
Where's
survival?
Found it.
Okay, go. 22 for Krug. You look around and you can see that the based off of the footprints and where everything is, you can tell that this group was actually a well-regimented group that was fighting against this dragon. And the reason why they lost is just because of the sheer power difference between the two of them. Like, the dragon basically was like, no, I'm going to leave so that you're going to be in pain longer, and I'll come back and I'll kill you later. But because there was a very lucky javelin throw, it injured the dragon, and it has kept them from killing the remainder of the group.
So the dragon was going to win.
Oh, yeah. The dragon basically was like, oh, I injured the hell out of you. I'm going to let you suffer. I'm going to leave. I'm going to do my thing. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to make sure that you've suffered and I'm going to kill you. But as it flew away, because Mia was able to get that lucky javelin throw, it has prevented it from coming back and killing them as of right now.
Honestly, Mia, if there's anything you could have shown me that convinced me that what you're doing is the right choice, it's this battlefield right here.
29.
29, and that was for what?
Perception.
Perception. You go around, and the key piece of information that you get is that there is enough blood on this field that people have clearly died, but none of the bodies were left. So after the combat, Mia and her crew managed to, even with the injured that they had, picked up all of those that had perished on the field and have either brought them somewhere or buried them here.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, Mia, you and your group, y'all, you fought hard. You cleaned up nice. I am excited and honored to be fighting alongside you.
I appreciate it.
Very excited.
It seems that the dragon fell off about this direction.
Yeah. Here, let me see if I can follow its steps. Maybe. I mean, I don't know that I've tracked anything quite this large, but I mean, maybe.
Should be easy then, right?
I also rolled a 24 on perception.
Okay. So you're actually able to, as everyone's looking around, because these rolls aren't like instantly, right? Like, people aren't just like, cool, I did my perception, right? This is people walking around, witnessing, looking at things. As they're doing that, Nia, you're walking the perimeter of this field, and you're actually able to see a large, like, through the tree lines, you're able to see that there is a large tree fall section, and you think that that's where the dragon had fallen. So you know not only the direction, but you know approximately how far away it managed to make before it had to start going by foot.
All right, so without any words, locking eyes.
I'd like to
Robin.
stealth.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Does everyone want to stealth?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Mia, that's going to be a d20 plus an 8 for you.
And just remember, we've got plenty of hero points. So if you
Yeah.
roll bad, use a hero point.
I'm using my lucky dice. I got a 22 on the roll.
Ooh,
Nice.
I got a 19.
Krug?
I got a 30.
Krug.
So here's the thing. But both Robin and Krug, you notice, is that even in full plate, Mia's quiet.
Wow.
But
Hold on.
can I perception to see how she's doing that? So I can
Yeah,
teach Remy?
I'm thinking. Can I
don't wanna-
I want to do
ask her, but-
crafting. I'm gonna do crafting to see if the full plate is weird in any way.
25.
22.
So crafting wise, there's nothing particularly special about this armor. There's nothing that's really like placed in special ways or made differently. This is a full plate. And the thing that you notice is that this is a full plate that has the property called bulwark, which basically means that the armor allows them to use their armor instead of their dexterity when in combat, right? So normally when you're wearing full plate, and you have to say someone uses an acid breath, right? Like who does that? They don't use their dexterity for the reflex save. They actually use their armor.
Okay, interesting.
Look at Remy.
Remy wants gear.
Get rid of that shield.
She also has a huge freaking shield. That's
wait.
actually...
You haven't played Pathfinder before, Cynthia. I just want you to know you don't need to use that.
Oh my god.
Use it.
You don't need the
She
shield.
literally has so many shield feats. It's not even funny. Krug, the thing that you notice with the way that she's working is that she actually knows how to hold herself while wearing the armor. It has nothing to do with the armor itself. It has to be the fact that she is so talented in wearing armor and she's so used to being in it that she isn't taking any sort of the penalties from wearing full plate armor.
Krug's respect and fear both grow simultaneously.
So yeah, all of you start walking Krug very, very silently, but the two of you walk really well. You get to the point in which you can see that something large from the sky landed and has pushed out the trees. And you can see that there's kind of like a landing, right? Where something had hit and dragged through because of the momentum of it until it stops. At the end of it, there's a small dirt like hill that has been created from what you can only perceive to be a very large creature that flew through the air and had landed. There's a little bit of blood, which is green and acidic, that is all around the area. And then you can see footprints leaving the location in which that little hill of dirt in the same direction it was flying.
Cool. I would like to. So you said like trees have been knocked down here. I want to get. I guess I'll start with a perception. See if there are any just like critters that are like, kind of still in the area versus having vacated as soon as the dragon showed up. And that is a 24 perception.
You look around and you can tell very clearly that this happened some time ago. Like this happened yesterday at the earliest. And so creatures have started to come back, and there are woodland creatures, squirrels and whatnot, that are starting to figure out what had happened, grabbing nuts and stuff like that they previously weren't able to get, and all that.
Cool. Then yeah, I think we should, if no one else has any other ideas, we should just follow the footprints further and see where it went.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you all stealthing or no?
I think we should. Yeah.
Okay, so let's roll it again.
Cool. Is there a survival with that as well, or are we just able to follow?
You're able to follow. Like
cool.
These are large creature footprints. What did you roll?
Can I use one of those points?
Yeah.
So you automatically start with one. So you don't even need to pull from the pool. So
use one.
Oh, great, because that was a 2.
Ooh, I rolled a
In
20.
stark
nat 20.
contrast, I got a natural 20.
Me too.
You both got natural
Hell
20s.
yeah.
Oh,
28
nice.
total.
I got a 23 now.
Okay, all right.
Bad.
So
Not a 2.
yeah, the two of you are able to stealth with no issue, and in fact, as you're walking, you're able to point out difficult spots or things that might cause like snapping or whatever. But you know, you're able to avoid them. As you continue to walk, what you discover is that these footprints go inside what seems to be an extremely large, swampy, like water. And you don't see any footprints leaving it. In fact, it is a large thing of water in front of what looks to be like a small hill.
Do you know this spot, Mia?
Not familiar.
Okay, well, my theory is either the black dragon is an amphibious dragon, or this leads possibly into just like an open cave. I mean, some, ponds, you go in deep enough, you come up, and then you're just in a cave area. I haven't seen one in a while, but maybe, God.
Can dragons swim? Is that a thing?
Mia, do me a favor and roll me a d20 and add 9 to it for a nature roll.
24.
Black dragons specifically are in fact amphibious creatures, and they have gills around their neck that allows them to breathe underwater.
I back away from the water.
I would, yeah. I think seeing that, Robin will also. She was like considering like just poking her face in to see what's going on in there, but then she will absolutely follow Mia back.
In fact, I'm kind of holding up the shield and I'm whispering to them. They are amphibious animals, and I'm pretty sure it might actually be in here.
Okay, might be nesting in there. Okay, well then, okay. Well, I will say, maybe this will surprise you, Mia, but talking to it is still not off the table. I think I've still got some magics for that, but this is good to know. I think ambush should be plan A, but maybe we go back and regroup. I'm just gonna take a peek. I'm gonna take a peek, okay, into the lake. Just be ready to run, I guess.
Robin, I want you to make sure you understand that if you get caught, I won't be able to help you.
I don't think I'll get caught. I'll be able to move. I mean, how fast is this thing? You fought it, right? Like,
I am pretty fast, and it is faster than me.
But injured. I want to. God, I just want to look. Just get a.
As you're having this conversation, all of you roll me a perception check.
Cool.
Wait, hold on.
For the record, I was whispering.
I didn't say you weren't.
You were all whispering. We all heard it. We all heard the whispers.
Perception, that's 29.
29.
25.
25.
The wise monk rolled a 12.
Hold on. Okay, this isn't like a initiative perception, is it? It's just, regular casual perception.
Who knows?
Is there a reason why you need to know?
Okay.
Because they didn't come with us, Jake. That's why.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking if there's a reason why.
Cynthia, in this game, in Pathfinder, you roll perception usually for initiative. You don't just roll initiative.
Sometimes perception means a fight is starting, especially when we all roll it.
Yeah.
Great. I'm great.
You'd think you would have rolled stealth, whatever.
I was whispering is a great final thing for Krug to say before he dies, by the way.
I was whispering.
All right, so as you do that, you all, except for Krug, manage to hear that there is about a dozen or so footsteps around you. Small ones, specifically. Krug, you're oblivious, and you're like almost like mesmerized by the water. You're frightened by it. But both Mia and Robin hear them.
I'm going to wheel around, take my javelin, and kind of get into a ready stance with the shield up.
Yeah, I'll let's do a cool back-to-back pose, and I'll start crackling my hands with lightning a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the coolest detectives you've ever seen.
As the two of them do that, Krieg, you're like, what is happening? And you turn around, and the three of you see that there are kobolds coming out of the tree line. They are black in color, and some of them have weapons, some of them do not. And that is where we're going to start combat.
All right. Yeah. So I've interacted with kobolds before. There's no reason to believe that kobolds as a base value cannot be reasoned with, right? But these particular people seem to be prepared to attack us.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. God, I have to assume that they love this dragon.
We have to. We have to.
So one of them actually rolled a nat 20 for their initiative, so they're going to go first.
Calm down.
So one of them runs up to Robin and is going to make an attack at Robin. So let's see how this works. Does a 24 hit your AC?
I think it just does, yeah.
Just does.
No, it does. Yeah.
Absolutely hits your AC.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's higher when I'm in beast mode.
So, Mia, you actually have an ability because Robin is next to you.
I knew that.
You're going to actually put your shield out and protect Robin from this hit.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So, as this kobold comes out and uses its sword, Mia literally just is like, wonk, and blocks it. So what you actually do is, hold on, let me find it, because your character, she is huge. There's so much going on. I felt bad after I made this and I handed it to you. I was like, oh my God, there's so much going on here.
But it's awesome.
At least you're not an alchemist.
Yeah. So you reach out and let's see if its damage is going to do anything to your shield. Okay, so it comes out and it uses uses a sword and it swings and you're able to reach out with your shield and block it using your reaction. That brings us to Robin. Now it is your turn.
Quick out of character question. Do we want to fight or flight this situation? Because we were planning on running if the dragon attacked. This is a little different.
So right now, behind you is the water. In front of you are the kobolds.
Right. Okay. Then let's... I think we should prepare to run. I don't think we should I think we should make this a quick fight as much as we can. But I would like to start by... I'm going to do an electric arc at two of the kobolds that are directly in front of us. So the quickest ones, if we wanted to run out, if we got rid of those two, they'd be gone. And electric arc targets up to 2 creatures, and they make basic reflex saves. I will say I want to target the ones that are not wielding weapons, if possible, that are right next to each other.
And they're rolling a reflex.
Yeah, DC is 21.
So one of them rolled a 2, which is a total of 5, and the other one rolled a 21. So,
okay, so only one of them is going to take damage, and that one is going to take 3d4.
Is that not a critical failure?
It is, but it doesn't say what happens on a crit. Basic save is
double damage.
Double. Okay, cool. I need another d4.
You rolled the damage and you double it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
I just realized as I was trying to look for the ability that Mia had, I sent Cynthia a character sheet that has numbers that are wrong, because she actually has a thing that increases her shield's hardness by 2 and its max HP by half. Which makes her shield actually have a hardness of 10 and a max HP of 48.
Oh my God.
Stop, y'all.
So the electric arc hits one of them, bounces to the other, then back to the original one for a total of 26 damage.
Okay. All right.
That's 2 actions. I'm going to use my third action
So
to.
with that 26, you see that this creature just disintegrates and just turns into a crispy little morsel and just disintegrates to the ground. And because the other one, it was just a success, not a critical success, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So it takes half that damage, or no?
I don't think typically on a cantrip. No. Right?
If it's a basic save,
Reflex?
it means no damage,
Okay.
half damage, full damage, and double damage.
Okay, cool. Then, yeah, for half damage, that would be 7 if it rounds up. It's 6.5.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So it still is alive though.
Cool. Robin clearly starts to make a move to run and then realizes that she's actually much, much safer close to Mia's shield. So she's gonna basically take a step away and then just circle around and get right back into position. But clearly wants to go.
Okay, so
oh yeah, and I have an action. I will toss up my magic shield as well.
Okay, cool. All right, so Mia, that is your turn. So how combat works for you is that there are 3 actions on a turn. Each ability has a different allotment of actions. Like a movement is 1 action. Using your javelin is 1 action. But if you have, say, a spell, which you don't, some spells take more than 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
So right now there is 1 cobalt that is near you, which is the one that you saved Robin from getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is directly in front of you.
I'd like to shoulder check it with my shield.
Okay, you want to shield bash it?
Yeah.
Right, you're going to roll a d20 and you're going to add 16 to it.
Jesus. What level is she?
That was a natural 20.
Yeah. Whoa! Send it into the lake. You're into the little pond here.
So with a natural 20,
sure?
go up as a critical hit. So
Nah,
you're going to roll 1d6 plus 4, and you're going to double that.
Wait, I was muted, so I have to go, whoa!
So that's a 3 on the dice. You said add 4?
4.
7.
Yep. So you do 14 points of damage with your shield, and you bash this thing right in its face. You specifically know that your shield is primarily made for protection, but with your pure strength and just your ability, you're able to really mess with this thing because of it. Your main weapon is your machete, and you primarily use your spear for anything that's long distance, because while you're in full plate, if you don't have to move, you don't want to.
right. So I mean,
take your shield and bash this creature in the face. It is alive, but it looks like it's barely alive.
So my idea is to just push out of this area. Don't really want to engage in a fight. So after the shield bash, if I can, I'd actually like to use my power leap.
Actually, hold on. I actually have to look something up, because technically you are trained in your shield, and you just crit, which means you have critical specialization.
Oh yeah.
So you're actually going to be able to do something else with your shield, but I'm not 100% sure what it is.
I can look it up if you want.
Yeah. Okay. But if you want to use your powerful leap allows you to jump 5 feet up, your vertical leap, and you can increase the distance of your jump horizontally by 5 feet.
So the idea is to go horizontal.
Okay, so you're gonna roll me a athletics check.
Also, Jake, the critical specialization effect for a boss, which is what I think she has, is push back 5 feet.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're able to hit this creature and a boss.
Yeah, that's the bludgeoning shield weapon thing.
Oh yeah,
I thought you were saying she's a boss, and I was with you on it.
No.
For a boss, which I think is what she is.
Y'all, though, I just rolled a 19 on my dice for that athletics check.
Oh my god, I bet it looks like a +1 though, huh?
Yeah.
For heavy armor, no.
So can you do me a favor, and can you add 16 to that, because that's what your athletics is?
Yeah. So that Jesus Christ, I don't know if I can do this math right now.
35.
Yeah. Thank you. That number.
Oh man, I'm so jealous.
35 for your athletics.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're so strong.
You take your shield and you hit this creature, and it falls back, and you're able to you take a step and jump over it and jump onto the other side of all of these kobolds that were like kind of lined up around you, trying to force you towards the water, and you're able to get to the other side. So shield bash, that was one action. Jump, that was one action. You have one more action that you can take.
Can you grab me before you jump with that action?
Yeah, actually, is that okay? Can I grab Robin?
Sure. You know what? With that athletics, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You literally, because Robin is a small creature, a small person, you're able to grab Robin up with your arm as you bash this thing, and you just jump over and land on the other side. Would you like to be facing towards them or away from them?
Towards them, because we still got
cool.
our monk friend over there that I got to make sure that they're okay.
All right.
I love the idea of you turning in the air too and just landing. Yeah.
And so Krug, that leaves, there's a couple that are going to try and come after you.
That's okay.
You're right there, buddy.
Yeah, well, I'll be fine. They're not going to be fine. And I'm not even going to do anything to them. I don't think I really have to.
So they run up to you, and they're going to 21 miss?
Nah.
21 misses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You fail. Fail.
Mm-hmm.
Fail.
Mm-hmm.
Critical fail.
Epic fail.
So these kobolds come up to you, and Krug, you're literally just like, bunk, 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 bunk. Stop, chill out, bro. You don't know what you're getting into. Like you're blocking all of these hits that are coming right at you. That's going to bring us to your turn, Krug.
Yes. Okay. The one that was knocked back 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Am I in range of it? Or I guess I'd have to step.
No,
to be in range
you're going to have to move towards it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. I'm gonna move to the other side of it.
Okay.
Which, does that make sense?
I don't know. Does it?
Can I move to the other side of it without tumbling through? Because
Yeah.
it moved back from the line. Okay. So I'm gonna move to the other side of it. I'm gonna turn around, flurry of blows. I would like to hit it.
Okay.
And I'm doing non-lethal damage.
Okay.
So this is a 29
Yes.
and a 24.
Yes. Both of those hit.
Okay. So much damage.
Is the 29 a crit?
Yes.
Oh. So 31 damage.
Cool.
Whoa, Krug.
I mean,
Yeah, dude.
Krug, if this wasn't non-lethal, your fist would have a cobalt head on it.
Okay. I'm going to small creature,
Yes.
grab the creature and put it over my shoulder.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I'm going to that two. I think that's 3 actions.
Move, attack, and grab. So that's
Yeah,
three.
yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to say, maybe we can get some information out of this one.
Good thinking, yeah.
Y'all can go. I'll catch up with you.
Well, it is still there's still a couple of kobolds left. Those were just the ones that that made melee attacks. There is in fact some spellcasters within the group.
Oh no!
One fewer.
If I had known that.
Yes, in fact, the two that Robin hit were the spellcasters.
I had a feeling.
Yep.
Yeah.
And managed to kill one of them, which is phenomenal for you.
Good idea.
I had a feeling.
Krug, the one that remains, moves its hand, and small magical darts come out of its hands and hit. Each one of them hits you.
Mm.
I wonder what frickin' spell that
What is this magic missile with?
It's called cheater BS.
The ability to block magic missile. You are in fact being hit by magic missile.
Isn't there like a brooch that does that? It like
Yeah.
absorbs magic missiles. Yeah.
Yeah,
Feel
Remy
your puny
just
damage.
opens their mouth and
Gulp.
sucks in the magic
Like
missiles
Kirby.
like Kirby does. Yeah.
Please take 10 points of damage as 3 arrows, bink, 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 hit you.
Oh, no.
That brings us back to Robin. It is your turn.
God, I wish I could do non-lethal damage with electricity, but that's just I get why I can't, and I like that I can't. But so here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to try, and I know that this means nothing, but I'm going to try to do non-lethal damage with another electric arc on that spellcaster.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to try so hard and focus so much that I spend a focus point and end up actually casting Tempest Surge. Still a reflex save.
Okay. All right. So is that against one person or multiple people?
This is just one creature, and I'm just targeting the one that attacked Krug just now.
It rolled a total of 8.
Cool. That is a critical failure. So you're going to take, now it's 3d12 plus 4 times 2. Jesus Christ. I rolled a 10 and an 11 and a 12. I'm not even kidding. So that's 33. Just 33, and is also clumsy 2 for 1 round, but I have a feeling it's not gonna have time to be clumsy.
Dead.
Yeah,
it's 100% dead.
So it's like a little spark just like basically catches itself and just surrounds. It says it's you surround a foe in a swirling storm of violent winds, rolling clouds, and crackling lightnings, which is a storm on this person for a second. It's kobold, and then they fall. Do you think they're okay?
No.
And then my last action, I'm going to... I think I'm just going to toss up my shield again, just in case.
Okay. Mia, it is your turn.
Oh, 66 actually, yeah, because it's 33 before doubling. Good point.
Mia, it is your turn. I would say that you can see that this is a very simple fight for you. And you could easily take all of these out, but it's more of a waste of a time than it is anything.
Mm-hmm.
You specifically have something called intimidating prowess, which you could, in fact, use an intimidation check and try to frighten these creatures off.
Yeah, I do have a question, though. Was Robin still on my back during all of that?
Robin, do you want to be on her back?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's much safer there. Feels safer
Just
there.
checking. All right,
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so I would love to do that intimidation check.
All right, so roll a d20 and add 16 for me, please.
Oh, critical! I got a 20 again.
Hell yeah! Those are your lucky dice.
They really are.
So that would have been a 36, and how criticals work in this game is that they always move up a step. So if it's a success and you roll the natural 20, it would turn it into a critical success. Well, 36 is already a critical success.
So it's a critical success.
Yeah, it's a super critical. So what I'm going to say is, like, how do you want to intimidate them? Like, what do you want to do, like, to intimidate these creatures?
So I honestly want to take a good grounding position with Robin on my back.
Mm-hmm.
And basically she's gonna growl, basically harnessing all of what she understands from the Jaguar, her deity, and just harness all of that anger and raw, screaming at them.
Nice. So yeah, you get into this position and you get that low cat-like growl, right? That where it's guttural. It's in your chest, and then you kind of release that high pitch.
Ooh.
Right? And so you do that, and it echoes throughout the area, and these kobolds literally just scatter in every direction.
Krug also joins them.
Yeah, I think Robin leaps off of oh my god, Mia for a second, and then is so scared that she climbs back up onto Mia for safety.
Well, Krug gets 30 feet away, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, you're on." I forgot.
Your allies, you actually are taken in with her aura of courage that she has.
Cool.
Which means that fear effects are less ample for you. Cool. So
that's hilarious. She rolled well enough that I would be just afraid by default, but then also reduces that to nothing. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
I'm glad you're on our team, Mia. Thank you for yelling not at me.
Oh, so yeah, no problem.
So the three of you have a very strong opinion that this is exactly where this dragon is hiding out.
I don't know. We should look around some more.
Are the three of you planning on heading back?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes.
I think we should try to cover our tracks a small distance just so that they can't track us back to where we're going.
Yes.
And then we want to book it.
So whoever wants to roll me that survival, roll it for me.
I also, if it's not clear, I'm carrying the one that I knocked unconscious with me.
Yes, you're purposely keeping that one. I imagine you're also maybe tying it with rope, or so if it wakes up while it's on your back.
Yeah.
I'm giving myself my hourly guidance on this, by the way. So that is a survival. That is 27.
27? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're able to wipe away a ton.
Oh, thank you. Murphy Popar just gifted a bunch of subs. Thank you so much.
Jesus. That's a lot of subs. Thank you.
So yeah, you're able to wipe away from that. The three of you spend the rest of your time going back, and I'm going to head back to Moss and Remy.
Yeah.
What are the two of you doing while they're gone?
So Remy's just like talking to everybody there. Just trying to I'll just say it. I'm telling them all exactly who we are and where we're from, and I'm just spilling all of our secrets.
Of course.
Oh, good. Yes, great.
Of course.
Moss is kind of just surveying. She's not saying much.
Okay. The thing that you notice, Moss, the most is the fact that Scott seems to be in his element here. He's with a group of people who are military people, and he's going around. He's not physically like trying to heal anyone, but he's like talking to them. He's like motivating them and like, making sure that their spirits are up, not necessarily being able to be the person that heals them. Right. He's just like, talking to a military person, it feels like.
Yeah.
Right.
Moss sidles up to Scott, who's like in the middle of like telling some spirited battle story or something, and says, "Hello, my darling. I'm going to introduce me to your friends."
Yeah. So this is Henry, and this is come on, why you make me come up with names?
Lexi.
Lexi. There you go.
And Luther.
Nope. Just those
And
two.
Bartholomew.
And the Lorax.
I was just talking to them about the fight with the dragon and how it went for them.
Well, I'm sure you all know who I am, but just in case, my name is Moss the Magnificent, and Scott here is my delightful partner in crime, and in goodness, of course, because Scott is nothing but goodness, aren't you, Scott? You're so good. And Moss squeezes his muscles and then continues.
He kind of like, that was weird.
I feel perhaps a bit guilty that I'm not there confronting the dragon, but haven't they been gone for quite some time?
Yeah, but they should be back pretty soon. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know how far out this dragon was.
Remy like waddles up. Moss the Magnificent, you're not going to believe this. I talked to every single person here, and none of them have heard of you. It's so weird.
Remy, that can't be true. Are you sure?
I said Moss the Magnificent. I said that we were from the peaceful cities. I told them that we were the reason that everything went awry. I told them about the court of Corvids. Oh, I should not have done that part, but I did everything else.
No, you should not have. But I'm sure you were saying Marsh the Magnificent and not Moss.
That's a good point. Oh, Henry, Lexi, Bartholomew, the other ones. I talked to you a little while ago. Was I saying Marsh?
No, you said Moss.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe, you know what, Moss? Maybe I screwed it up with everyone else. I will go double check. But it's so weird. It's so weird that no one here knows who you are. It's so weird.
Of course you know who I am, right? You know Moss the Magnificent.
I know that you're here, but I don't know you past that. No.
This is exactly what they were all saying. It is so funny.
No. Okay, wait. What do you have that compares to a stage? Wait. I have a stage in my caravan. My darling Scott made it for me. Pull the stage out. Hey!
And as you, the three of you, Mia, Krug, and Robin, can hear Moss yelling, "Herring! Herring! Pull up the stage!"
Well, sounds like things are going well here. That's relieving.
I mean,
Why does she need a stage?
Oh, right. You've just met Moss. It's where she's at home. She probably has something to say, and she needs a stage for that. She's very impressive, by the way. If you're a fan of art of any kind, you will be a fan of Moss the Magnificent for sure.
I'm not quite sure I have time for art, but I'm intrigued.
Mia, there's always time for art.
Mia, it's not even that there's always time for art, but you're going to be forced to make time for art, whether you like it or not.
You will like it though. She's so good.
You won't regret it, to be honest.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, answer me this. Do I need to drink some mead or some ale to get through this situation?
Need no, but advisable yes.
Yeah, needs the wrong word, but to answer the spirit of your question, absolutely.
Yeah, I would recommend it. And honestly, Moss would appreciate it. That's you would be a little closer to her usual intended audience, I'll say.
Duly noted.
Puppy.
Stream derailed.
Dogsday and Dagorno run up too.
Dogsday and Dagorno run up. Yeah.
Yeah, so the three of you make it back as Herring is pulling out a small stage that is attached to the caravan, and Moss is taking her step onto the stage.
I have a song to sing to you that some of my friends wrote, and I was a part of this, but I'm sure that as soon as I start singing, you will remember who I am. I'm sure everyone has heard my songs, even through bards from distant lands, but I'll tell you the tale of a fashionable fellow. He's dark and secret and the opposite of mellow. Ask him a question, he might tell you lies. Make him upset and he'll burn out your eyes. He guards Princess Moss, that's me, with barely a fuss. At the behest of Asmodeus, thoroughly sarcastic, brash, and curt. He makes you look good, but don't call him a skirt. Oh, Clokey. Oh, Clokey. Oh, the Clokey. Oh, the Clokey.
I'm just hitting the clip that button.
Robin was like prepared to play along and then realized she cannot follow this.
Do me a favor and please roll me a performance check to see how well you performed.
All right.
Get guidance. +1.
We're getting bits. We're getting
bits. Hype train incoming.
Oh, fucking 20.
Oh my god, that's right.
Okay. All right. So, what does that make it a total? Like, it's like a 30 or something, isn't it?
It's a 31, and then guidance would add how much?
+1.
Yeah, so 32.
Wait, what is this?
So,
what's going on? I'm so sorry. What?
Oh, a hype train is when like a certain amount of bits or donations come in, it creates a hype train, and it basically, if you reach different levels of the hype train, the audience actually gets like emotes and stuff like that for reaching different levels.
Okay, sorry to. I was just like, what's going on? Okay.
You all like walk up as she is singing this. Krug and Robin and Remy, both of you, all three of you, roll me a flat wisdom. So just roll that and add wisdom.
Oh, I rolled nat 20. Wow. I'm so excited to use all those hero points.
I am not joking, but I also rolled a natural 20. So
oh
just
God.
the wisest party on the planet right now.
Yeah, 24 total. I assume that's the same for Krug.
Remy, what about you?
Just flat wisdom.
Yep.
Is that what we were saying?
Uh-huh.
I think 13. No,
okay,
I was wrong. 11.
So Robin and Krug, you very much notice that Moss sings about Clokey and Asmodeus specifically.
Yeah. And we know
I
Asmodeus is
honestly
the name of her
didn't even know
god.
what we were going to get out of this, but yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But that being said, it is a phenomenal performance. It is Moss's best performance that you have seen thus far. Like she knocks it out of the park. At any time in the past of knowing Moss and knowing that she always talks about, oh, you should know me, I'm Moss the Magnificent. You've always kind of been like, yeah, sure. At this moment, it kind of hits you that people will know who she is. Like this is something that will happen. So yeah.
Robin is certainly crying a little bit. It's beautiful, and she's been a fan for like most of her adult life, but somehow she like has tapped into a new appreciation of Moss Magnificent that she didn't know was possible.
Mia leans over to the Krug and goes, maybe I should make more time for art.
Yes.
Yeah, so after Moss's wonderful performance, everyone there, even like the people that are hurt or whatever, everyone's actually like digging this and is like cheers as Moss like ends the song. Like if there were possibility of throwing roses on the stage, this would be the situation that it happened. But it being in the middle of a battlefield, everyone is just kind of like awestruck. Moss, you walk off, and Mia, Krug, and Robin are off onto the side of the stage.
Hello, my dear friends. Do you know who I am now?
You're that singing bard that was just singing. Quite a good job.
Well, I'm not a bard. I'm a sorcerer, but thank you.
Oh, okay. Understood.
I don't know the difference either. Hey, I brought a unconscious kobold. I throw it on the ground.
Yeah, we were. I just. Sorry, Moss. It was. Well, you know what it was? It was magnificent, Moss. It really was. There's
Robin,
kobolds,
you are forever my dearest friend.
Oh God, really, Moss? You mean so much to me. You are an incredible being. You know this.
And Remy's here too.
Remy, oh babe, did you see the show?
I did see the show. It was so good, Moss the Magnificent. All of these people. I mean, I think you are right. They will know who you are now.
Moss stoops down from her giant elf stature and takes both of their hands in either one of hers and like holds them to her cheeks.
This is the life I never knew to dream of, and I'm glad it's here.
Krug
I
leans
see
over
you
to
have
Mia.
been unconscious.
Krug leans over to me and says, "This is the mead part."
Krug, do me a favor. Just roll me a thievery check for me, please.
To steal the kobold.
I want to see how well your knots are.
Oh, they're great, dude. About 18?
Okay. So as everyone's having this conversation, the kobold starts to wiggle around. Did you cover its mouth or no?
No.
Hey, guy, wait, hey, excuse me. It's okay. It's okay. Someone else talk to him. I can't.
Okay, and then Remy looks at me as like, see, this is where I come in. Here we go. You ready for this?
Remy, please don't kill the kobold. I just want to make that.
No killing will happen. I'm so good at
great.
this. Perfect. Hey, do you speak common? Can you understand me?
What do you want, goblin?
What do I want, goblin? I didn't start this by being like, oh, do you speak common, kobold? No, we need to start at a point of, respect. I respect that you are tied up and you cannot do anything to me, and you need to respect.
That as well.
Oh, I can't do anything?
Oh, yeah, what?
And it like leans back and it spits.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's got acid spit.
A thick green loogie exits its mouth and just goes whoop right past you.
Real quick, over Remy's shoulder, since I'm fairly tall, I would like to kind of start making that face that I did with the intimidation check. Like, I'm not going to do it, but just the face of like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, roll me another intimidation. So, intimidating prowess, I believe, allows you to do it and not have to know the language of the creature. So it's literally just kind of like like the come at me, bro, the out kind of a thing. So, roll me an intimidation.
So it's an 18 on the dice.
And that would be plus your intimidation, which is 16. So that would make it 34.
34. Jesus.
Yeah.
As it spits, it looks up at you in the direction it spit and sees you and just sees the mad dog that you're just kind of putting in. And it's interesting the way that you get your face. You even kind of start to have some jaguar features, right? You know, like the puffier cheeks. Your mouth opens up in a way that shows off your teeth, and it literally like shrinks down as tight as and tiny as it possibly can get.
That is right. I am in charge here. So do not spit in my direction again, unless it is a good spit and something that I might enjoy. But that did not look enjoyable. So
Wouldn't it be?
Okay, you're going to tell us what happened. Why are you here?
They tied me up.
They tied you up. Why? Why did my friends tie you up? What did you do?
Why did you and your friends attack us?
That sounds like a question for them, not me.
We brought you here for answers. We were just on a walk, and suddenly there's a bunch of little kobolds attacking us. We just want to know what's going on.
Yeah, you were at our leader's house. We're protecting him.
We went to the house. We were in a pond, but you must have been mistaken.
Are you okay?
I'm moved emotionally.
Okay, well,
What does your leader want?
I mean, other than to watch you slowly die?
Do I know anything about kobolds, by the way?
You have met kobolds in the past?
I have a kobold friend from that big city who did my nails one time.
Yes, you did.
Does the relationship of like kobold scale color, I don't know if it scales, translate the same as dragons? Does that make sense?
No.
They're chromatic and metallic.
No.
Kobold?
So kobolds are kobolds, like they're their own set of creatures, but they will idolize dragons because they want a lot of kobolds, not all kobolds, want to be like dragons. They believe that they are dragon descendants, right? And so they worship dragons as a whole. Roll me a perception check.
25?
You actually notice that there's a little bit of black ink on your shoulder from this creature. And in fact, you notice that some of its skin has wiped away and you can see there is green scales.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
cute.
that's so sad.
Okay, so your leader is it the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay, so and the dragon is what we are looking for. Remy like looks around for Mia. It's like, oh, hi. No, the dragon. We found the place where the dragon is, right?
Mhm.
Seems that way, yeah.
Okay, what information do we need from this person?
What does the dragon do for you?
It bees dragon.
That
there
is
other
compelling.
dragons?
That's a compelling argument.
Sure. I mean, I can understand that. I mean, you just here's the thing. I hate to break this to you, but your boss, your leader, right? The dragon, is unfortunately an evil being who thrives on destruction and is gleefully decimating innocent life. You understand this, right?
Do you assume that I know less about my leader than you do?
No, I just want to make sure you understand that. Because if you do understand that, then we're in very different places. If you don't understand, then, well, there's hope for you.
I mean, whatever the leader does, the leader's good in my book.
Right. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Mia can maybe do it, or Moss the Magnificent.
Well, Krug did ask a question.
Krug asked a question.
With the way, are there more? Are there more of the dragons?
Are there other dragons?
I mean, there's hundreds and thousands of dragons.
Huh. This is a nightmare. I'm going to step away for a moment.
Yeah, I think Ross and Remy, Robin and Remy.
Yeah,
will
Remy's
step
just gonna
away.
I can still hear the conversation, but it's like
Yeah.
taking a moment.
How many dragons have you followed?
1. The bestest dragon.
Are we done with this thing? Can we kill it now?
I mean, I was hoping for a little bit more.
It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right. We can't just kill them. I mean, look, they're blindly following an evil dragon, but it doesn't seem to know any better.
Destroy you all, you evil creatures! All-Star will rule the world!
I don't think he knows what he's saying.
Wait, the dragon's name is All-Star?
Yeah?
Hey now.
Hey.
Is that real?
Hey, well, hold on. Hold on.
I hated that joke. Sorry.
The dragon's name is All-Star. So, and you're calling us evil creatures? Is that correct?
Yes, I mean, you tied me up and have brought me here to torture me. I know your tricks.
Okay, Mia, your people were the ones who were attacked by this thing's leader, by All-Star. I feel like since you did in fact help with the capturing of the creature, you should probably have say in what happens to it. So you and your people, I think this is fair. You get say over what happens here.
Well, since you brought him back to my people, when we go attack the dragon, we will tie you to a tree, Kobold, and you will get to see the destruction of your leader because you have destroyed my people.
Or I will see his victory over you, puny creatures. I will grow on the backs of All-Star.
Bird shoves clothing into its face and just gags it. I'm so sorry. I thought that was going to be way more useful, but this thing's really
No, we learned the name. We learned the name. It is.
I mean,
we learned
you
that
got
it
any
is.
books about dragons? Because I
It
don't.
is All-Star.
I will say this. It was hard enough for me to talk to a kobold who wants to be a dragon. I don't know if I really have it in me to talk to a dragon after all. I think I might just shut down if that opportunity arises.
Happy to hear that. I think along those lines, we should probably come up with a plan of attack.
So
Yeah.
I have this sword. It is a bastard sword. And I will take it. Wait, where is it? Hold on.
It's in the caravan, babe.
Oh, okay. I will be right back and I will show you the sword. And Remy goes to the caravan.
Do you have any experience fighting underwater?
You do not.
Nope.
Neither do I.
Well, we have got some. That's not entirely true. That eel. We did fight the eel, which is still a sad time in my memory.
I wouldn't call that experience more than I would call that a mess. We've done it before. That doesn't mean we know anything about how to do it well.
Okay, I have this sword, and Remy comes running over and trips and falls and drops the sword and then picks it back up. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Sometimes I put things in my own way to trip over them later, to keep me on my toes. That's a lie. Okay, so here's the sword, and Remy produces a sword forward towards you. It is a genuine bastard sword, as you would assume, but it has a little jaguar insignia on down by the hilt and everything, and it's got some green wrappings around.
And you actually notice that the blade itself actually has specific markings in it to look like jaguar print along the blade.
Where did you get such a blade from?
I got it at the bottom of the ocean. It was put there 50 years beforehand as a gift for me before I was even born.
Interesting. And I look to the rest of the group.
No, we've had a weird couple months.
It was right before we
couple
killed
months.
the eel, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
I had a great time underwater there. I made my friend that I sang about just now.
It's true. I got this cloak from my gods.
I also have a
You know
cloak.
anything about evil dragons?
Actually, that's
We
a
know
good
its
idea.
name.
Loki, you've been awfully quiet. It's not like you.
What do you want? What's your question?
I mean, what do you know about dragons? Are they demons?
They're not demons. but
Cynthia,
they're
just so you
cool.
know,
They're so kick-ass. By the way, Mia,
none of us
you
can hear
none
Cloaky.
of you can hear this. You just see Moss talking. This is very specifically her cloak has a mental connection with her and is able to speak to her.
We hear
friends.
Moss talking, right?
Yes,
we just don't
hear
hear the
Moss
cloak.
talking.
We're best friends. It's fine. It's
Points
like
at
it's
Mia's
my
meat again.
imaginary friend.
The mead.
Well, yes, I know I was vaguely being sarcastic about the demon part, but dragons. What do you know about them?
They breathe fire or some sort of cool thing. They're pretty metal. Like a lot of people are like, oh no, the spawns of hell are gonna happen. And there's always like pictures of dragons.
All right, well, that's very helpful. Did you hear the lovely song I sang about you?
You know what? I did hear it. I loved it. I loved it a lot. I gotta tell you, Moss, you know how to really characterize my personality.
Oh, I'm so glad. I truly adore you, and with that adoration, perhaps you could tell me a bit more about dragons.
Well, look, let's just say next time you're in hell and you can see my physical form, I'm gonna give you a hug. How's that sound? That's gonna be my adoration. I feel like you deserve that for such a wonderful thing. But as for dragons, I legit do not know anything about dragons. Dragons don't die and go to hell, so I have no idea about them. I know that you humanoids talk about them. I've never had to possess one. I've never had to do anything weird like that. So, the best I got is they breathe stuff. And from what I've been seeing, I'm gonna assume this one breathes acid. So, like, please don't use me to deflect against this. That'd be great. Because whatever happens to this cloak happens to my physical form.
Well,
Please tell the rest of the group that.
Yeah. No one hurt Clokey. Clokey is my friend. Clokey, listen. If they don't go to hell and they're an evil dragon, where do they go?
I'm pretty sure dragons have their own thing. I think there's like this dragon queen lady thing. Honestly, I don't know. If I don't have to know it, I don't have to know it.
Well, I suppose that you would have limitations on your knowledge. I can't expect you to know everything.
Yep. Okay. Was there more to that, or were you just trying to that I'm in the
No, that's all I was saying.
Okay. All right. Well, Jay, look, I just got to make sure sometimes because, especially that Remy over there, I swear I'm going to just wrap around their throat in the middle of their sleep. I swear.
Clokey, no.
Wait, what is Clokey saying right now? What was the last thing?
Well, Clokey was talking about how he wanted to give Robin a kiss, and I said no.
I'd rather you not, Clokey. If you would talk to me once, maybe, but we could,
Yeah, we could discuss like an arrangement of back and forth kissing.
That's very open-minded of you, Remy.
Look, I've carried the kissy box. I don't want to kiss any of them, all right? I know better. I have seen where those lips have been. I'm good. Thank you, though.
Well, you've been of no help, but I still appreciate you.
Hey, anytime. I'd love to continuously not be helpful.
Do you have any battle experience, Mia? Like with the fighting a dragon in a pond? Is that what we are talking about?
Yeah.
Mia, if you would like to roll me a knowledge nature, so a D20 plus 9. And in fact, I'm going to give you a +2 specifically because you have hunted black dragons specifically in the past.
That'll be a 30 then.
Okay. So you know a lot. In fact, Mia, your shield is made out of black dragon hide, and is covered in black dragon scales. You know that may be the entrance to their cave, but they themselves do not usually live in water. They will use water as their entrance to their cave, but not necessarily where they live, breathe, and sleep. You also know that black dragons hoard and where they live is disgusting. Like, they are disgusting, vile creatures. They literally will half eat something and then leave it and let it rot on the floor.
Mm.
I'm going to relay all of that information to the.
Okay, so yet another reason I think maybe we should try to not fight it on its turf and see if we can come up with a way to, lure it out and not let it escape back.
Well,
Yeah.
they just like violence and death, don't they? Like, what?
So
Can we
why
just?
don't we lay a trap for it?
Yeah, it's gonna come out eventually to look for something to kill, right? It's gonna get bored or whatever.
Mia, you actually know specifically if you know where its location where it lives is, that's where it's going to be. Like black dragons aren't known to be like maze creatures, right? Like they're not like some other dragons that will like create whole entire dungeons where you have to go and try to figure out how to get to them. Black dragons, literally, it is a room and is disgusting and gross, and you know that it's injured. The sooner you get to it and attack it, the more likely you're going to be able to get to it while it's still injured. The longer you wait and try to hopefully hope it gets out, the more likely it will be back up to its full potential, and you will not be able to handle it.
So as much as I like to be one with a good plan, the faster we react, the better, because it's going to heal. And right now it is injured, and we can use that as an opportunity attack.
What time is it?
There's no way you're going to do it today.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, well, then maybe we just need to, I guess tonight we rest and plan and prepare and try to tackle it in the morning. I mean, I'm a morning person.
Question. Do I know whether or not the dragon is more of a nocturnal creature or a more daytime creature?
Good question.
With that 30, you definitely do.
I think it was a 32.
That was a phenomenal roll. Let me just pull it up real quick.
My lucky dice.
It can go out in the night and it can go out in the day. It is more active at night. So if you go in the morning or during the day is better, because you will more than likely catch it off guard versus at night where it is awake and is trying to do its thing.
Yes. So if you are a morning person, I believe that this is probably the best idea for us to attack, as it is a nocturnal type of creature.
Okay.
And we will be better to attack it then.
Good. Well,
So,
yeah, I mean,
rest up.
yeah. Yeah, I suppose I'll do another couple of rounds, make sure everyone here is healed up from that battle. Yeah, I think I can prepare some new things for tomorrow too. I've got to be honest. I can't imagine I'm alone in this, but this feels very daunting to me. I mean, we've done a lot of incredible things, but I mean, just hours ago, I never would have thought that dragons were even still a thing out here, and now we're going to be meeting one and fighting one. It's a lot, It's
really disappointing that it's a chromatic one.
I mean, personally, I'm just wondering why we're even bothering. Like, these people are nice, but it's not part of our current missions. Like, we have demons to kill and the undead to kill.
It's for Remy.
I get ready to do that face again. But I choose not to. I am sorry that I am not, or my people are not a part of your mission, but if your mission is to protect all living beings, then this becomes your mission now.
Truly, I'm uncertain at this point what our mission is. I think it's just, I suppose, to do whatever Arturo tells us to do, but at this point, that just seems to be to save the world. I mean, I guess we can do this. I just think that we have a limited amount of energy that we should be expending, and I mean, we have 3 more demons that we have to take down.
As you're having this conversation, Mia, you
five
feel someone run up and start to tap on your armor.
Yes.
You turn and your second in command, a gnome named Harold, looks up to you and starts signing to you in sign language, in common sign language. You can speak this. He actually is telling you that there is a small group of undead that is moving through this area, and that if you don't move, or if we don't fight it off, we're going to have casualties.
Okay.
No, and no one else can speak sign language. So
Yeah, I'm just like,
So there's a pack of undead headed our way. We need to pack up and we need to run now.
Do you feel prepared to fight? Because depending how many, we were actually very experienced in this. This is kind of our main calling, is fighting undead.
you also want to run with this many wounded?
I would prefer not to fight this if I have these many wounded.
I mean, especially if we are gearing up to be fighting a dragon pretty soon, I think we should get out of here for right now.
Yeah, well, let's help the wounded out first, then. Do you have another place in mind, or should I go scout one out?
you do not know. This has basically been this was a last minute location that you found.
I don't have anything. I don't know. This was the last place that I could have thought of.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll stay close, but I'll run the perimeter, see if I can find another place nearby. Which direction were the zombies coming from?
Before Harold can respond, the four of you, Krug, Moss, Remy, and Robin, hear a very familiar sound.
Can't run.
A very specific flying undead bat.
Good,
And
great.
that is where we're going to end today's episode.
Cool.
God damn it!
Good point.
So, yes, we are now at the front door of a black dragon, an adult black dragon, while there is a small group of undead about to attack our party. So I'm excited to see how next week happens.
Chicks are small.
You're very rude.
I'm not that rude. Come on now. Plus, we're going to keep all of these hero points that everyone donated
Oh,
today.
nice.
So
Thank you.
we're gonna be fine. So let's go around, everyone. Let's say our goodbyes. Tell people where they can see us. Cynthia, why don't we start with you this time?
Oh man, this was such a joy. It was awesome to play my first game, Pathfinder. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's incredible. My name is Cynthia Marie. You can find me on Instagram, Cynthia__Marie. It's where I put up all of my LARP pictures, all of my costumes from the different live streams that I do, and all of my different characters. You can follow me on Twitter, at CynDancer. Chat with me. I'm usually pretty active on there when I'm not working. Otherwise, you can find out all of my cool new endeavors. I actually have a lot of cool new things coming up that I can't talk about yet, but I will soon. So just stay tuned to all of my social media, and I will let you know all the surprises. But thank you again for having me. You guys were all a blast to play with.
And Cynthia will be joining us next week, and hopefully all of you can manage to deal with both of these problems. Krug, why don't you go next?
I'm Krug. You can reach me on Discord at KrugQT, and if you would like to check out Game Gorgon, which is a really awesome, fun show that we do where we talk about RPG-related things, you can do that on youtube.com/QueueTimes main. You should definitely watch us talk about the Magus. If you aren't interested in hearing our specific opinions about the Magus, you should just listen because it's really interesting to learn about the Magus. It's a very unique class. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. It's hard to say an opinion without spoiling it. Watch that. It's going to be out next week.
Cool.
And
Molly.
yeah, that's it.
Hi, I'm Molly McIsaac. You can follow me on everything on the internet as Molly McIsaac, except for TikTok, which is what I'm super into now. And you can follow me on TikTok at Sith Seer. That's Sith like Star Wars and Seer like an oracle. And I am going to actually be making some Moss Asmodeus content, so y'all should definitely keep an eye out for that. And also follow The Basic Witches on Facebook, which is a series I do with my best friend Jordan, where we are our true basic witch selves, and we reviewed food and drink. And now that it's PSL season, we're back to making content as soon as we get negative COVID tests and can hang out. So yes, please check that out, and mostly just talk to me on the internet because I'm a sad, lonely baby who's been in quarantine since March.
Awesome. William and Jonas, go for it.
I've been Jonas, they, them. I'm on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. William and I are also in a band together called Glass Beach. We're on all social media at Glass Beach Band. We have a website that's glassbeach.band. Our Twitch is twitch.tv/glassbeachband. We have Glass Beach Band everywhere that we can be found. And our first album, the first Glass Beach album, is available on all streaming services. We just had our first song hit over 1 million streams, which was very exciting. William and I and Lane, who is the lead guitarist for the band, did a cover of that song without Jay, who is like the main composer and singer for the band. So you can hear that on our Bandcamp as well. And we have a show. It's the 26th, right? Of this month or of next month? This month?
This month.
This month?
26th.
Cool. 26th of this month. We're doing another online set, so you can check that out. And if you want to see exactly where and when, go to our Twitter. That's the best place for us at Glass Beach Band.
Awesome. And I've been William. I'm playing Remy Ashwillow. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KWilliamWhite. I also run 2 other shows for QueueTimes. One of them is on a hiatus right now, and the other one, hey, I almost have a cast.
Hey.
But the first one is a long-running campaign. It used to be a Kids on Bikes campaign, and it will be back to being that again. We have 50 episodes backlogged of that. So that's all on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. It's in a playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars. So it's very much like Kids in a Small Town with mysteries and stuff like that. Very supernatural and very, very much like Stranger Things tabletop. And then the other show that I do is called Killer Set. And it's a Monster of the Week campaign where I take real live musicians and bands, and I have them play musicians and bands solving mysteries and fighting monsters in order to play their gigs. So that we had Pink Shift, the band Pink Shift, as our first our test run for the show last month, and it was really wonderful, and they were so great, and it was awesome. And right now, I've gone through like 5 other bands with like scheduling conflicts and stuff, so I've had some stuff fall through, so that's why it's like getting pushed later and later, and I can't give you a concrete thing, but it looks like we're going to be doing a one-shot this month. It's going to be probably September 30th, which is my birthday.
Yeah.
and I just hope I'm talking to them probably tomorrow, but it might be Bad Moves. It might be the band Bad Moves. Don't hold me to that, but it's promising. So it should be good. I will announce that for real. I'll tweet it out, and QueueTimes will tweet it out and do that stuff too. Okay.
I did Google image search Daddy Asmodeus, and there's nothing that bad on here. Wait, I might have safe search on.
Yeah, I was to say check safe search. So I have been Jake. I was the GM of this wonderful group. You can reach me on Twitter at IndigoQT. You can also check QueueTimes out at _QueueTimes. There's a couple of things I would like to shout out. One, I would like to thank Kitty Mama, who just went through and redid our entire Discord, like literally just revamped it 100% from top to bottom. It looks completely different. There's a lot of amazing things that she had done. The second person I would like to thank and call out is Kat. I don't know their name past that, but her artwork has been...
Yeah.
Oh my God. Literally, she sent like 4 or 5 different fan pieces last night. And I'm like...
Yeah,
and they're
good.
They're so detailed. My favorite thus far is Krug launching his shoe and hitting Remy in the head. And then the other one is Moss getting knocked out by a dead body. Both of those.
I didn't see that one, but I saw Moss with the buxom ladies, which was really good.
That one's also, oh my God, so many good ones. Yes, thank you for doing that. That's amazing. Thank you so much for enjoying the show. We've got plenty more to go, and after Cynthia, we've got a bunch more guests coming on. We have announced who's going to be playing Rose, so plan on seeing Rose hopefully sometime this year. Sorry, I know what that means. But thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night, and bye.
Bye.